So hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Devasis and you are watching Worldwide Programmer. We will discuss about how a freshers or final student make their career in IT fields. It's a roadmap for every freshers, engineers and every final students. So we have two guests in our channel. So please introduce yourself, Biswajit and Santosh.
Hi Devasis. Hi
Hi.
Santosh. I am Biswanath and I am now continuing my career in as a software developer and having a year of experience of 1.5 year in .NET.
Thank you, Vishwajit. Hi, Devasis, and
Hi.
first of all, thanks for having us here. So, I am Santosh Patra. I am currently working as a software developer in an organization in .NET technology, having 1.5 years of experience.
So let's get to the point. My question is for both Santosh and Biswajit, and my question is at this pandemic, all classes are held on online. So it will be difficult for every final students. So how can a final student can manage their time to do the assignment at the right time, to do their projects and preparing themselves for campus drive? How can they manage?
Okay, so I would like to say something that your question is very good because as we know that this pandemic situation is currently going on and situation is very critical at this time final year students are having their assignments to be submitted, having their projects to be submitted, and as well as their subject examinations if they are having any, as well as for campus time. So it is very difficult for themselves to prepare for all this at the same time, but they have to one thing remember that this is their year. So one thing they have to remember that this is our year, so we have to do everything in this year only. Yes, we have to work hard, but we'll definitely do it. So first, I will say that if they are submitting their assignment, while they are submitting their assignment, they are writing their assignment answers in papers or records. So I will request each and everyone that please do not do blind copy and paste. If you are writing something in your assignment papers, you first know that what you are actually writing and what logic you are giving, what logic you are writing, and how to write your technical skills, how to write your coding structure, how to write your codings in those papers. So after doing this, one is your assignment will be completed, as well as your fundamentals will be improving, and next your logical thinking will be improving, and your writing skills will also be improving. So at one work means you submitted your assignment, then one is just your assignment is submitted, and second one is you can prepare for your campus as well. And the second thing is while you are assigning while you are sorry while you are submitting your project, so you have to make yourself clear that yes, my work is to do this in project. So you are in a team. So each and every individual in the team having their own knowledge. So you have to learn from everyone, and you have to contribute yourself in that project. And you have to clear set your mind that what you are contributing and what your project actually what you are doing, and what technology you are using, and fundamentals as well as your logic, what logic you are using in your project. So in this also, one is your project will be submitted, and second one for the preparation of your campus will also be started. And the third one is you make a time schedule 24 hour a day. You make a time schedule and separate minimum 2 hours per day to prepare yourself for your campus. So that every day you have to prepare yourself 2 hours for your campus related questions. You can prepare people that what type of questions they are asking there in your campus, and you learn aptitude reasoning. You prepare for your technical skills. You prepare for your English. You prepare for your communications at those 2 hours only. So at this by doing this work, I think they can manage at this type of situation, and they are also having their online classes also. So try to learn something from your classes also. Some students you know that in any academic career they are not attending classes. They are bunking the class. I will request each and everyone, please do not do this. Attend your classes and try to learn something from your teacher. And if you have any doubt, please ask them, and make your final year the main year of your career. So, and for the rest of the year, academic year of career students, first year you have C, and the second year you have C++. So you start your learning from the first year itself. You have start your learning from the first year itself, so that in the final year you don't have to work so hard, because you in the final year you can revise what you have started in the first year and second year. So that way they can manage. And final year students, you please try to maintain your time schedule, and try to work hard, because this is your year. After your job you will find more advantages of working. So you will find your experience. So I think this will help the final year students to manage their time schedule.
Biswajit.
Yes. Thank you, Devashish. As the lines mentioned by the Santosh are very fact, very true. That you should know the process. You should know. You should have the patience. That you are not bunking the classes. You should keep that in your mind, that you are not bunking your classes. If you're going to bunk your classes in this time, no one can help you. That is nice. I think that some kind of situation. This is a very critical situation. We know that, but this is your precious time. You should not waste your time. Okay, so it doesn't matter that if you are doing it online or offline. It doesn't matter. You should you should keep practicing. You should keep your experience with you, so that it will help you on the further events or further job cracking time. So I think this is your learning time. You should keep learning, keep practicing, and keep getting knowledge from everyone. There is so much of sources from online or YouTube. We can follow them also. And I can say that be a good learner. Try to learn from everyone and from any kind of situation, any kind of source, if you are getting knowledge according to your requirement also. That's it.
So keep learning, just like learning is never ending process.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
right.
definitely.
So Santosh, questions for you. How it's actually impact that if your student have skills on programming and skills in theoretical, and he or she has a very good academic career, but lack of communication. How can he or she will manage it on their campus drive?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Is communication is very important in IT sector, not only IT sector but every sector. So communication is most important. That after one I will say that before you join the organization and after you joining your organization. Okay. So before joining your organization, communication is required, because if you go for a campus, so in some organizations are holding the online examinations of aptitude reasoning one, and second is essay writing. So if you are not communicationally strong in English, so it will be very difficult for yourself or anyone to crack the online examination process. Okay. So once you have written an essay good, and you have successfully passed that examination, and second one is your technical round. Okay. So in technical round, your technical interviewer will ask you about some of the technical questions. So and you have to answer those technical questions by communicating with themselves, and so that they can found that your communication is good for their organization. Okay. And they will ask you for your technical skills. You have to communicate good with themselves. Okay, and the third one is your HR interview. And the HR interview basically depends upon your communication skills. Okay, so you have to be you have to communicate with the HR in a such a good manner, so that the HR can think that yes, this candidate can be our employee of that communication. And so you can say that in such MNC companies, the developers are interacting with the client directly. So they are client from not only from India, they can be from any country. So communication is very important for cracking the job. The second one, as I said before, that after joining a campus, after joining an organization, after a campus you have selected, so at that moment, communication is also very important, that you have to interact with your seniors. You have to interact with your seniors. You have to ask your doubts to your seniors. You have to take guidance of your seniors by communicating with your seniors. And you both can communicate to yourself. You both can communicate to yourself, and you both have to know that the communication will be from both sides. It is not a one-way process. Communication will be both sides. Okay, so you have to communicate from your seniors of your seniors. So it is very important for the candidate to communicate with their seniors as well as with HR or any interview process. Communication is very important.
Biswajit.
Some part of lines, some part of points I agree with Santosh, that he told that you should know the situation, know the position, where kind of where are you, what kind of communication skill you require. According to that, you should prepare yourself. But in the basic, in the first, I can say that before hiring, so I can say that you don't require a foreign language of English. You should need a basic language, basic English skill, so that you can express yourself, what you want to tell, what you want to explain the interviewer, only that much, because the interviewer knows that you are a fresher, you don't have that much of communication skill. So he or she will know that, and she can ignore that time, but not after the getting hired. So you should need a basic knowledge about your communication skills, because at that time they only check that what kind of means sorry means a logical part or a fundamental part. Is the boy or a girl is strong in that? If he or she is strong in that, then he or she will, the interviewer will hire. But in some companies they will make the GD part also. So in GD part, you also, I can tell that you also don't need that much of English. You only need the basic English knowledge in this, so that you can give your points on the given topic, so that you can be point to point, so that the point can reach to the interviewer, so he or she can get your point easily. The communication will be good enough that the front person can get your feelings, get your knowledge from you easily, from your communication part. So it will be better to get the basic knowledge about the communication skills, not that much needed. And after hiring you in a company, you should need a that much of English, means after after getting conversation with your seniors and your project managers or your colleagues, you will get your knowledge how to and what to speak in what position. So it is time, so according to time it will change. That's it.
That means you don't have to learn English from outside.
Yeah.
Don't have to waste your time by learning English. That okay,
Yeah.
grammar. This is grammar. This is noun. This is Oh man, this is work. No, you don't have to learn this much. You just have to share your expression, your thoughts in English in a way
In
that
basic.
covers
Yes.
English. You have to express your words, what you are thinking, what you are want to say. You just have to express this in English also. English
Yes.
only.
Right. Yeah.
That is the main communication. You don't have to learn English from some institute or anything else.
See, communication means don't. It doesn't matter. It's English or Hindi or Odia. It doesn't matter. It means the front person is getting your feelings or not, getting your the sentence you have told or not. That much required.
So, okay, Santosh, in which fields freshers should be focused?
Okay, in which field special should focus? I will say that freshers should focus depend upon their interest in the field. Okay, so it is not that my friend is good strong, is very good or strong in Java field. So I will he or she is going for Java. So definitely I will go for Java. It is not the fact. He has her or his own interest in Java. He has some knowledge in Java, so he chooses Java. Okay, so I want to choose if I am a fresher. I want to choose that in which field I have my own interest. Okay, so that is the main fact. If I have my interest in designing, I'll definitely go for designing. If I have an interest in developing, then I'll go for developing. And I have an interest in database, I will go for database. Any field. Yeah, if I want to be a field contractor or any field, so I will choose civil engineer. If I want to go for a mechanical sector, so definitely I will choose mechanical engineer. If I have an interest in computers, so I'll definitely choose computer science and focus on my career. So it is depend upon their interest. So I will request the freshers and the final students that please make your mindset clear that in which field you have your interest and you want to grow your career and you can do it and you can grow, you can make your career growth in that sector. So choose the sector and focus on the sector accordingly.
Biswajit.
See the verses. Choosing field is a very precious thing. You can say that it is a future. I can say that if you want to choose a field, you should choose that field from your second year also, because you should have that much time from second year to fourth year, means it's having 2 years of difference. So I should recommend to everyone that they should they should get knowledge from every kind of technology, from basic knowledge. I would like to say basic knowledge, so that they a student, he or she can know that his or her interest in that technology, and how much good he in in their technology. So according to that, they can switch their technology, or they can go into that particular technology. So it will be better from choosing that field from before 2 years. I will recommend to everyone to do this. That's it.
And one point I will add that at the time of your academic career starting time, you definitely learn the basics of your academic the field which you are choosing. Okay. So after that, in the final year, you have to choose some categories are there. Like I will say an example of computer science. Okay. So
Yes.
basic fundamentals will be for everyone is C and C++, normal HTML and database. Okay. So
Yes.
after the final year, after the third year, at the time of final year, you will be learning like .NET, Java, PHP, Python. Okay. So accordingly, you have to decide that using C, C++, .NET, I have an interest for .NET. Using .NET is getting easy for me after learning C and C++. Then you choose .NET. If you think no, after learning C and C++, Java will be very easy for me. So you choose Java. So like this, you know all the fundamentals. After that, learning the fundamentals is important. Once you have clear on your fundamentals, then after that you choose your field accordingly. But in which you have interest, in which you can focus, which you in which you can grow your career. Okay.
Yes, it is a future. You can decide from 2 years before or 3 years before, so that you can get your interest. You can know your comfortable. You can know your confidence in that field, so you can switch or you can go into the a particular field also.
So, question for Santosh: how can CSE IT students prepare themselves for coding challenges, and is there any events for that? And is there any events like Codathon hackathons really help them?
Yeah, definitely there was this like coding, hackathon and codathon. Both are very helpful for each and every student because if let's forget about that. If a student does not know anything, yes, it is okay if you does not know anything about the technology, but in a hackathon or codathon, you are doing a project not individually. You are doing a project by forming a team. Okay, you cannot do a project by individually. You can do a project by including some team members. So you have to, if you go for a Codathon or hackathon, you participate in that, you have to learn something. You will definitely learn something from your teammates. One thing that you definitely learn something from your teammates, because each and everyone have different type of knowledges. They can share their knowledge, and you can receive those knowledge, and you can merge your knowledge with themselves. So for you, your career can be more advanced person. Okay, so that will be one point. And second one is, if you stuck in any situation, in any coding situation, if you stuck, then let's your mentor and your any of your team members has know the solutions. Okay, so now he or she will help you that, okay, so this is the solution for this problem. Okay, so in future if you came across again this type of situation, you if you start this type of situation, you have a solution because you have learned that solution from your teammates before. So it is very easy. It will be very easy for you to solution to go for the solution for that problem. Okay. And the third one is the externals from different organizations are coming to checking and compare and choosing the best project among all the projects. Okay. So they will suggest also. They will check for your project and they will suggest also. Maybe you can do this. You can do that. So it will be very easy for you to learn something, then learn something from themselves also, because they are having a good experience. They are so high experience persons. So you can learn something from them also. So you will get your experience, so that you when you are trying to crack one interview or in campus, you can say that, okay, this hackathon I have participated and I learned this from this hackathon, I learned that from this hackathon. So that will be helpful for interviewer to hire you, because you have experience, you have already experienced some team projects. Okay, so this will be very easy for you to participate, and I will request everyone to please participate. And if you don't know anything, still you participate, you can learn something from that. I mean, you learn from anyone, anywhere,
Yeah,
anyone.
that's right. Yes.
Vishwit, can you please share some your points?
Yes. I can say that Codathon, Hackathon, these events are they're doing for you, so that you can get participate, you can get knowledge, you can share your knowledge also. And don't think about I'm doing the good project, I should do a good project, I should get a prize. No, don't think like that. You should get a proper knowledge about your project. But if there are so much of as Santosh said, that there are so much of individuals that doing in a same project, they're working in a same project. So if they do something and they got their prize also, but you are in that team, but you don't know about that what they made, what the project is, what is going on this project. So that will be that is not good for you. So because if you mention in that it in your CV, but you don't know about what you did, that is not good to show
Actually,
interviewer
it's very
to
easy
CV.
for the interviewer to reject you.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
don't do like that. Get your proper knowledge. I also say that get participate. Don't think that you fail or you will get failure. Don't think like that. Get participate. Get your knowledge. Share your knowledge and get your experience. That's it.
Okay, so Santosh, for a student, how can he or she started to learn programming languages? Means which programming languages they have to start?
That is also a good question, Devasys. I like to say that programming language does not mean that if you know only designing, that is programming.
Yes.
And it also not does not mean that if you know only development, that is programming. If you say I know only database, that is also not a complete programming language. Okay. So complete programming language means you have to learn all the everything. You have to learn everything. Okay. Designing is one part of the programming language, and technology wise, your sector is one programming language. Your database is your acquisition space in programming language. And after all this, you a project. Then after this, bug fixing, your maintenance, it is all the four parts will be considered as a programming language. Okay. So first of all, I would like to start with design. If you want to learn designing, so start your career with basics of HTML and CSS. Okay, so that you can create a like registration page, sign up page, or any page with some text field or some labels, or any field with a submit button or save button. So that this for this you need HTML and CSS. Then after creating this, if you want to design your page, okay, design your page with some colorful, with some bold text, with some italic text, then you use CSS. Okay. After completing that, if you want to do some operations over there, so you learn JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is everywhere needed in IT field. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. So first you complete those three, and after this, you CSS is like you have to if there is a very big page where many functions are used, you have to design that page. It will be very difficult for anyone to design through the CSS. Okay, so there is a predefined classes are present, and which we use in our organization project, that Bootstrap. Okay, so after JavaScript you learn Bootstrap. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap for designing you use. After this, you can go for Angular or Node.js, whatever they are providing. Okay, first you basic learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. And for developer, developing means you have to develop a project. You have to create your application. You have to create your insert operation, any operation in your application. So for that you choose in which technology you want to go. You want to go for a job. In which technology you want to grow your career. So accordingly, if you choose .NET, then start with what is .NET, what is .NET framework. If you start with Java, then if you want to go for Java, then start with what is Java, why Java is used, is it a paid or free version, or why Java introduced, who introduced, everything about detailed about Java. Then accordingly all the technologies. And for the database also, you first need to learn how to write a query, how to insert, how to retrieve, how to select, how to update, how to delete. All the queries you first learn. Then after that, create your own project of normal insert, update, delete, and do prod operation. After that, your project is completed. But still, your programming language is not completed yet. Because after that, if you found any issue in either insert or update or delete or view, then that is called bug fixing. That you created your project, you have tested, but in some time project fails. So that comes under bug fixing. So now you try to fix those issues. Then why my insert operation is not working? Where fault is occurring? Where is the error is occurring? So after that completing, then you can say that your programming language is good. Okay. So I before I said that this type of basic knowledge to start to learn and try to learn from online and offline anywhere, but try to learn from one by one page. Don't try to learn at a time everything. Try to learn one by one, page by page.
So Vishwajit.
As Santosh mentioned that the software life cycle, a project, how a project have a software life cycle means first a feasibility study, then requirement and specification, then at last we can get to the point that maintenance part. So that is a very good point. I can say in this I can say that if you are interested in something, you are interested in some technology, some field, then you should acquire that technology only. Because if you are good in something, you have also confidence in that also. Then I can say that don't go with your mind that my friend is going in this technology in this field, so I should go in that field. Not as Santosh mentioned before, sometime. Don't do like this, like that. I should recommend you that go through every kind of technology, the basic part of technology. You should get your knowledge about that. You should get your comfortable about that. You should get your confident in that technology. After that, you should choose your technology and should work on that. And then I should recommend you to take the points of Santosh, what he said before sometime. That's it.
So Santosh, what are the trending technology nowadays?
Nowadays, if you are going to choose some unique trending technologies, so you can find that artificial intelligence and machine learning
Yes.
is one of the very good trending
Cyber
technologies.
security also.
For
Yeah.
unique cyber security also, but unique concept. Okay. So and another one is, as Vishwa said, cyber security. Third one is robotic process and automation. It is also a good,
Yes.
and cloud computing, ethical computing. These are some unique trending technologies that are you can prefer. But before that, you need to learn some fundamentals and basics of that. It is not that you want to. It is not that I will say that okay, I will learn robotic automation from you, but I does not know anything what is actually robotic automation, what type of coding
Yes.
structures they are using.
Yes.
I does not know any fundamentals. So that is not the solution. Okay. If you want to go for that, you have to learn some software specific technologies. Okay. And in some software specific technologies, you can find that trending technologies nowadays will trending technology will
Python.
be
Yeah.
most two will be, I would say, that C and C++, because because without C and C++ you cannot go for any technology. So this C and C++ will always be trending. Okay, and after that you can find that .NET is .NET, in Java, Python, and PHP. All the all are the trending technologies. But you have to choose upon your interest and
Interest.
knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to add something in this that if you're strong in means programming part, or as Santosh said, the programming part, you should go with your interest in. If you're interested in C, C++, Java, .NET, Python, you should go. But if you are strong in algorithm parts and some algorithms and some mathematics parts, then you should you should go for machine learning, cyber security in this part
Yes.
also. So at the conclusion, we can say that it is depend upon your interest and depend upon your comfortable in the technology. Thank you.
And in which field you are choosing, you have to know the basics, fundamentals,
Yeah, yeah,
that how to write those. After
yes.
that, you will grow your career in any printing techniques.
So the last question is, if a student want to started his or her career in .NET field, or if he get selected in .NET field, then what will see or he will do?
I think it will be very easy for Biswajit to answer
No,
this
that will
question.
not, because we both face that kind of situation after get hired. That some kind of situation will come that you should think that I should let the job, I should not continue further. But that is not the way. We also the idea also came into our mind also, but we did not. We helped each other, our seniors helped us in kind of situation. A situation will come, the seniors will be busy, so they will not also help you. So in that case, a moment will come that you should do your own R&D, means research and develop, which will help you a lot. Means if you are getting some errors, if you are getting some problems, so keep your R&D, keep learning something new, so that it will help you after getting every kind of situation. So in problems, you should not think that I should left the job, I should not continue further. So I don't recommend you to do that. I should recommend you to if you are a good learner, you should take knowledge from everyone. It doesn't matter that he's a senior from me, should I ask or not, or he will give me this information or not. Don't think like that, just ask. Then you will they will definitely help you. So I think after getting hired, I faced also some kind of situation like this, and they will assign you something task and give you the time period, and you should have to do that in that time period. But if you did not do that in that time period, they will give you some more time also. But you should not leave that task also. You should not attend that task. If you should have to attend that task also, because if you don't work on that task, you don't know what happened. You should have to know the architecture, you should have to know the programming knowledge about this, because there is a in BTech career and after getting hired, there is a very big difference, because the project structure in the organization is very difficult to understand at first. But if you are keep practicing, keep your R&D continue, so after that it will be easy for you to getting knowledge after 2 to 3 months. It will be okay to everyone. So I will recommend to everyone to keep your R&D continue, and don't quit. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Yeah, very well said, Vishwajit. I will just like to add some few points that if you are taking the help of your seniors, so you focus also that what they are doing to get the solution of this problem. Okay, you do not left that okay he or she is working on the solution. So what will I do? I will enjoy myself. No, that is not the problem. Okay. You just try to focus that what they are doing. Why I can't do that? They did
Yes,
that. Okay. What is my fault? At what portion I left? Okay,
yes,
that they can manage. So after that, they are giving reference. If they are giving some reference, you just do not, as I said before, you just do not do blind copy and paste. If they are giving reference, you just type one by one code, focus that what is their requirement so that they use that code, what is my requirement so that I will modify my code. But I will take the reference. If someone is saying that insert operation, okay, they had done it before. If they are giving us a reference, they had do the insert operation of like 4 to 5 fields. Okay, so my requirement is to only 2 fields. So if I do blind copy and paste, in my requirements I have 2 fields, but I will have to put 5 fields. Then I will definitely be quite confused that where all the other fields are coming, because I just blind copy and paste. I just do blind copy and paste. So if
Santosh, sorry for interruption. I would like to add something that if in BTech career we think that the software engineer are just copying and pasting, like this, not like this. Don't think like this. That this is not this is, in some case it is okay. If you know the process, if you know the fundamental part, then it is okay. If you don't know this,
I will say that it is, yes, it is correct that software engineers are copy and paste. Software engineer is copy and paste, but it does not mean that I will search anything on the Google and I will try to copy and paste and my code will work. This is not the solution. If I will do copy and paste, I will have to know that yes, this code can work with my process, so that I will copy and paste and modify it so that my project will run.
Yes.
Let us example that. Let I give an example that in my project there is a requirement that I have to insert 2 data. Okay, I will search anything that how to insert. It will show I am working in .NET field. I will search in the Google that how to insert in database. Google will show me that insert through Java, PHP, Python, .NET. I does not know that. I does not know the process. What will I copy and paste? I'll copy from Java code and paste it to my .NET, and it will not work. And the error will not be understandable by understand to anyone.
You should know about the fundamental part also.
Process. If I copy this, then my project and code will work. If does not work, if I modify something, then it will work. That's why we will copy and paste. That means that will copy and paste apple, A for apple, B for ball, will copy paste and code will work.
You should have knowledge.
I will add that. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You should have knowledge on that.
I will add that if you are getting some error or if you are facing some problem, don't get pressure on your mind so much. Keep calm, keep cool, and just keep R&D. It will help you a lot.
And if you are researching something on the Google, just follow the details that the developers are mentioned. If you are following some website, just see the details, what actually they are written. In which situation this code will work, they have written in the details. So you first see the details. If you found the details that matches your solution, then you copy and paste. But you don't have to go to depth in any language. After you working in a project, after you having your experience, you will definitely learn the depth. Okay. But at first you just know the basics knowledge and the process, how to work with that technology.
Bit by bit,
how to start to work with the technology. Yes. Then after your seniors and your TL, your managers will help you definitely to experience and grow your career.
And will you both share your experience and share your journey experience in IT fields?
Yes, sure, why not? So after joining this organization, I don't know what the structure, what the project part, what in which project I will go, in what I do. Yes, what my seniors will help or not. So there are so much questions that came to mind, but if at the flow of time, if you are going to at the flow of time, everything will be going easy for you. So I think you should do your work and don't take any kind of pressure, so much of pressure on your mind, so that you can do the task given by the your senior. So I think I also I took so much of pressure on my mind. So I recommend you to don't take in so much of pressure. So I just I just keep my R&D going on, and at some time will come that your senior will be busy at their work. As their seniors, they have so much of work, so there is no one to help me. So in sometimes such a situation, Santosh has helped me a lot. And if you have a colleague and he or she has so much of knowledge about that, the field you are working, so just take knowledge from him or her, and keep going on, keep moving. Don't think that no one is helping. I will don't do that work. I will leave the job. I will leave this code. Don't do that. Just keep moving, getting knowledge from everyone. This is an organization. Any kind of error, any kind of situation, they will help you a lot. So I also felt some kind of situation, but I keep my R&D going on. So I got failure, I got error, but I get my experience about the error. If I get one kind of error at a particular time, at the other time, if I getting that the same error, I got the idea that this error have this solution. So I got my code. I just put it that I got my solution also. So this is the thing what I face in my IT career. So I think you all should keep practicing, have confidence on you, and be a good learner. That's it.
So Santosh.
Okay, so my experience, as Vishal said, that yes, definitely we somehow we fresher developers are stuck at any situation. Okay, because we do not
Many
know
situations.
how organization projects work. Okay, we just do an other project of inside of the delete or any normal project in our college life. But in organization, all the projects are different. As Vishal said earlier, it is a hell and heaven difference between your academic career project and your organizational project.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to in organizational projects there are so much requirements, so many requirements. So you have to focus on each and every requirement which they are given to you. You have to do on their requirements. And also in my case also I have started some situations where researchers also helped me. We both are helping each other. This is called the teammates behavior in organization. Okay, we both are working in
Yes.
different
That
projects.
is very much required.
Are working in different
Team
projects,
coordination is very
but
much required.
still
Yes.
we make yourself available for each other to help any of us. Okay, so
Don't feel shy.
I
Just
want
get
to
help. Yes.
just share one experience is that, as I said before, that you just learn the basics. You have to learn the basics. Okay. So
Yeah.
I will say that I have no knowledge about Oracle, Oracle database. I have no knowledge about Oracle. I just only have the knowledge of database, normal fundamentals of database. Okay. So when I joined CSM, I am from .NET background, and in .NET SQL Server is used. Okay. This is already knows that, and he is working in SQL Server. So I have the idea of SQL Server. So when I joined the organization, I think that okay, SQL Server I know, so I would work. Then after some interview process, our team leader, one of the team leader told that Santosh, you have assigned with a .NET Core project. Okay, I have the basics of .NET. I also told .NET know what is .NET Core actually. I have never worked with .NET Core, which is also. And .NET Core project, okay, I thought, okay, so I will do R&D and D and work. Then he said again that you have to work .NET Core with Oracle database. So now my mind is wondering what I just heard that I have to work with .NET Core as well as Oracle database, so it will be very difficult. So, but then I think that okay, I know the basics. So I had plenty much time to explore myself in .NET Core and Oracle database. So I have go for as Vishwas R&D is one of the best solution, research and development. So I will go first. I will go for research. Then I try to create my own project in .NET Core, and then R&D about that application, that how .NET Core project is working. Okay. Then after this, I go for Oracle research. Then I say how Oracle database query is can how all the developers are writing to this. So after R&D, now I have confidence that yes, I can do it if someone helps me. If someone guides me in my project, I will definitely do it. It is not that I does not know anything. My senior have to always be with me. He is definitely have to sit to my left or right. When I stuck, he will help. No, that is not a problem. If some person I get stuck, if he or she will guide me, then I am definitely do myself, do by myself. So after that, my work is now going well, and now very comfortable with .NET Core
Yes.
and Oracle database as well. And if any new database, new coding structure will also come in future, then I have the confidence that I will do it by myself. That is the problem. That is
Yes.
the main
Failure gives
problem
you
that
confidence, experience also.
yes, that is the main problem that students think that yes, if we know .NET and SQL Server, we will work on these two also, these two only. No, that is not the solution. You have to you just know the fundamentals, and you will go for any technology. You can switch from any technology to technology if you have the fundamentals of it. That is the main solution of all.
Are seniors really helps their juniors in tech fields?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Seniors will
Yes,
definitely
they are
help. No,
helping, but
that
in some
is
kind of
that is.
situation, if they are
Hmm.
busy,
It is
so
not that you are stuck with the same problem again and again. They
hmm,
are guiding you for the first time. Okay, they will guide you for the second time. Same type of situation. But again, if
yes,
you will ask,
the
if you
same
stuck
thing.
in the
Yeah,
same situation, and you will ask me that once again I have
face that
I
problem.
am
Yeah,
facing problem in this situation.
yeah,
So definitely they will not help now.
yes,
Why? Same situation,
yes.
you have to explore yourself, you have to get experience from yourself. And
Don't be
one of the
dependent. Don't be
best
dependent.
yes,
It will be better for
and
you.
one of the best thing is the research and development.
Yes,
After your R&D, if you find a solution, then it will be your like very good experience on this.
No, if you
So R&D is most.
if you
Okay.
struck somewhere, then they will guide you or what?
Yes, definitely they will
yes,
guide
yes.
you. You will
If it is
ask that.
new,
Yes, if it is me, they will guide in the same problem. They will guide one or two times. For the same problem, they will not guide you for the 10 to 15 times. Na? So that is the problem. And sometimes, I and Vishwajit have planned that if this type of situation, some new issue we are facing, so we will not tell our guide that please
yes,
write down the code how to get the solution. Rather, we decided that we will ask for our guide that you please tell how to do it by ourselves, how we will do it by ourselves. So they will say that okay, you first do this, you go this phase by this phase, then after you will complete the
yes.
process. If still we get some issue, then we will ask that, sir, please, we cannot do it by ourselves, please help us.
That
So
will
it
be
is
easy
not that
for your future.
every
Yes,
time you face one issue, you will ask question that, sir, please, you
help me.
write the code in my system. They
Yeah.
will also have the work, na? So
Yes,
if you
that's
explore
senior.
yourself, if you R&D yourself, then you will gain experience of yourself. and you can share your juniors also. And if you do not know how to get the solution of this problem, how you will help your juniors? You will,
Yeah.
your juniors will say, you, because you are their senior,
Senior, yeah,
and you
yeah.
your junior, you tell your juniors that you don't say me, you tell my senior, you ask my senior. So that is the problem.
So that's it.
So in
Thank you so much.
conclusion, we can,
Okay, Vishwajit. Vijit, continue. Please continue.
yes, in conclusion, we can say that keep learning. Don't be hesitate to take information, take knowledge from anyone, from any source. There are so much of YouTube channel. You can take knowledge from that also. So if you are interested, if you are motivated to your dream, if you want to do something, then do. Don't think that the time will come. I will do. Time does not. Time do not wait for anyone. So just flow according to your time. Everything will be okay.
Just utilize
So
your time. Utilize your
yes,
time.
yes, that's it.
Utilize your time in R&D, not enjoying yourself. Yes, you have 2 days a week leave on Saturday or Sunday. You have your off day, so you enjoy those 2 days. From Monday to Friday, you utilize your time in R&D developing to explore yourself to gain experience. Don't waste your time by enjoying all the 7 days per week. That is one solution.
So the key point is keep learning, and get your success.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Keep
yes,
learning.
yes. Keep learning.
Keep learning till you retire. After
Yes,
retire also you will keep
learning is
learning
a
so that
never-ending
you can
process,
help
as you
you
Never
can
said.
ending
help
process. Yeah.
you can help other one. After retirement also you keep learning so that you
Keep
can
learning.
help others also.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, Santosh and Biswajit,
Thank you,
to
thank
joining
you,
us,
Dharmesh.
and it will be very helpful for every freshers and final students. So see you in the next video.
Thank
Thanks
you
for watching. Happy
Devasys for
learning.
having us. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you Devasys for
Bye.
having
Thank you.
us. And I will say that if anyone still have any queries, they can put their queries in the comment box. We will
Sure, sure.
definitely try to help everyone.
If you have any queries, then don't
Thank you
forget to
Devasys.
comment us. We will just reply soon. Just comment us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you.
Thank you
Thank you.
Devasys.
Thank you, sir.